From 1993 to 2009, a span of 17 seasons, Anadarko won a grand total of 55 games. They only made 2 playoff appearances during that stretch. In the last 4 seasons, Anadarko has won 54 games. They've only lost twice during that time. Anadarko has done it in 3A and now in 4A. In 2010 and 2011, the Warriors were 27-1 and won a 3A state championship in 2011. The last 2 years they've been competing in Class 4A and they have the exact same record, 27-1 with 2 straight appearances in the championship game, and they dominated last year's appearance, beating Poto 40-0.
Well, we've talked about that before. You know, people are spoiled now. They expect us to go deep in the playoffs, and our kids expect it. And really and truly, I thought we were too young last year to do what we did. But our players, they want to win the state championship every year now, and I think that's what propelled us last year to get there. And this year, most of them are back. So, we're expecting another really good year.
The Warriors have had a very successful run at the running back position during the last 4 years. Between Sheldon Wilson and R.J. Sink, those two combined for over 10,000 yards and nearly 200 touchdowns. So who's the next great running back at Anadarko?
Well, we think we have 2 this year. Tremaine Wadua will double, as well as play defense. Tremaine has been tailback for us before and is really good. He's more of a downhill, really physical runner. And then we have Louis Farina, another senior that we're expecting big things out of. We think Louis can carry the load as well. He's a little more of a slasher. He's got really great feet. And, we think both those guys can do it. And we've got, a couple more younger kids that are coming up through the ranks. So we've been blessed. We really have with great tailbacks, and we're not running out anytime soon. We've still got 3 or 4 left. But those 2 seniors this year are going to be the ones to carry the load for us.
Helping those running backs in the backfield will be quarterback Brandon Pollard. Pollard was one of the most efficient passers in Oklahoma last year, as he completed 71% of his passes. He threw for just under 2,000 yards and 22 touchdowns. He also added over 500 yards and 12 touchdowns on the ground.
Well, we're going to lean on him. The thing that sets Brandon apart is when he flushes the pocket, he doesn't look to run. He still looks downfield to find open receivers, and that's why his completion percentage was so high last year, because once he got out of the pocket, he really could see downfield. And we've got, Braden Alexander and Josh Parton and Matt Cawley. Those guys are very, very good receivers, and he can find them, and that really upped his passing stats. And in addition to, he can really run. Brandon, if you've seen him, is fast. He's elusive. He's hard to see behind those blockers when we run counter with him. And, obviously we're going to depend on him a lot in our run game as well as our passing game.
The defense will be without a doubt the strength on this year's team. With several guys back that will be 3-year starters, this could be one of the top defenses in the state. They showed what they were capable of on the biggest stage last year. They not only shut out Poto to win the title, Poto struggled to finish the game with positive yards of total offense. Wadua has become one of the top defensive prospects in the 2015 class at linebacker. He only has 1 speed, and that's fast. He's one of the best linebackers this state has produced in the last several years.
We have some guys that can really play defense, and they take pride in it. And we've got a chance to be really good. And this is one year where we've got 2 or 3 very, very good standouts. So, we'll see. But the guys work hard, and they're ready to go. Run. Let's see it. We'll see you run.
Nice. Go. Get up in there.
Nacho, hey, not only did you not come field, but what'd you do at the snap? Just like that. I mean, if it's pass, you should be 45 and out. Stevens, you make sure you give him a block he can read now. He don't look like it, but he's a little faster than he looks. Make sure you don't come, remember now, you were a 9, right? That you got to come in that way. Don't give up your outside shoulder. Tremaine went to his right gap. You make sure you got outside gap. 2 more, coach. Who's got flats? Say I do. Who's got hook to curl? Hook to curl. Deep. All right. Hey, you are never, ever, ever inside of Tremaine. Ever, ever, ever. You will never be inside of Tremaine. Okay? All right, huddle up. Give me something out of Trey, coach.
I don't think you can use the word dynasty yet in Anadarko's case. They've had a lot of success in a couple state championships in a very short time, but they still have work to do to become one of the state's blue bloods and powerhouses. Perhaps we're seeing the start of just that. Anadarko has the best record in Oklahoma over the last 4 seasons. Every dynasty has to start somewhere, and maybe this is the beginning of the next great dynasty in Oklahoma.
Warriors on 3, 1, 2, 3.
Warriors.